Hey out there, good people. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Today I wanted to share a story with you called What a Snack. Young children sometimes have weird eating habits. They eat weird types of food. Some of them like peanut butter and pickles or whatever kind of combination you can not want to think about. But children will be children. I had a strange eating habit of my own one time when I was about 4 years old. Mama Bunny was a wonderful fixture in my life when I was a child, and still is today. Her name is Gloria, but we kids always called her Bunny because she was born on Easter. Bunny and her husband Jim were like godparents to me and my siblings. We've always loved them, and we got along well with their two daughters. We loved to play together. In fact, every Friday night when we were kids, our families would get together and have a blast. Sometimes they would come to our house, or we would go to their house, just take turns every Friday. And the parents would play cards, Uno, or whatever game they could come up with, in the kitchen at the table. Oh, we used to love to hear them arguing and fighting. And we kids would go play either outside or in one of our bedrooms. Or if we were at Bunny's house, we loved to go outside and jump on their kids' trampoline. Wonderful time. And they had a nice playhouse and slip and slide, all those things. We did too. Just wonderful memories. Well, Jim, Bunny's husband, loved to smoke. He was an avid smoker. Everyone knew this. He could go through packs of cigarettes like crazy. And he had an ashtray in his house that sat next to his recliner. He used to smoke inside back years ago until he stopped doing that after a certain incident. After that, he would just smoke outside on the front porch. But one Friday night, Bunny noticed that Jim's cigarettes, his cigarette butts in the ashtray were missing. She thought maybe we kids were playing around, maybe we took them out, or maybe Jim took them out for some reason. But she started noticing on Friday nights, whenever we would come over, that the cigarette butts would seem to disappear. And she kind of kept track of this. She didn't find any cigarette butts around the house anywhere, so she couldn't understand what we were doing with them. I was about 4 years old at the time. One Friday night, we came over and Bunny decided, I better get rid of those cigarette butts. They seem to be disappearing and I can't understand why, so I better clean those out. And she did. Left the empty ashtray sitting there next to Jim's recliner. We came in and several minutes went by. The parents were going to the kitchen to play cards and we kids were deciding what to do to start out a night of fun. Bunny came in the den for something and noticed that I was standing over next to Jim's ashtray looking into the tray. And I had a very upset, very disgruntled look on my face. She said, "Kevin, are you okay? Did someone do something to you? The other kids didn't hurt you, did they?" I continued just staring into that ashtray. Well, Kevin, are you okay? What's upsetting you, honey? Tell me, what's wrong? I looked up and I put my 4-year-old hands on my hips and I stamped and looked at her and chewed my lip and I said, "Shoot, Jim done ate all the butts." That's right. I had been eating Jim's discarded cigarette butts. I don't know why. I was a 4-year-old child. What do you do? America's filthiest habit becomes a snack for a 4-year-old kid. How about that? Well, from then on, rest assured, Bunny started emptying out that ashtray, and actually it wasn't long after that when Jim just stopped smoking in the house, period, and started smoking outside. Luckily, I guess I outgrew that habit. I don't really remember it very well. I'm glad I don't remember how it tasted. I don't want to think about that. Hey, little kids are going to be little kids. What do you do? So I hope you enjoyed this story, and I thank you for listening. Have a good rest of your weekend.